Right, okay. Take two, everybody, as you enjoy some Sin Cara versus Kevin Nash action. So I foolishly tried to work twice as fast, and this is what happens when it does. You won't be able to hear this, but I am not me when I first put this video together, and I decided I was going to just put it up and have a laugh with it. But then it was unintelligible. It was like Darth Vader with a speech impediment. It was very bad. The new editing system that I have takes so much computer usage, whereas Windows Live Movie Maker does not. So I'm gonna have to learn to manage when I'm editing together videos, because I was putting the first part of Smackdown up, and it was going fine, and I was like, oh, I can record here, and there was a bit of lag. I was a bit worried that this might happen, but I was kind of, I was like, I have faith, it'll work. And so I start to put it together, I start listening to the audio back, and I turn into Darth Vader's older, more deep-voiced brother. It was terrible. It was very, very bad. And even though I was laughing almost the whole time through, I re-listened to the whole video, and I was laughing the whole time through. It's just like I would be talking, and because the computer usage is so high, if the editing system is doing its thing, it's basically saying what I'm saying, but in a slower bit rate, and then it has to catch up to itself, so it'll skip a couple words, and then I'm unintelligible, and there's no reason for you to be listening to that shite. So I won't be putting that audio up. This is footage of the Kevin Nash versus Drew McIntyre. McIntyre. I try, people. McIntyre match. Drew, and he was with Kevin Nash, and he was facing Sin Cara. And during this match, I kind of go over what happened on SmackDown, and why I think that they're actually booking SmackDown properly. It is the road to WrestleMania, so obviously SmackDown is going to be better booked than, say, July. And it is. It's being extremely booked. It's being booked amazing. I enjoyed almost every single match. Even the Divas match, Rosa versus Natalya, I actually kind of did enjoy that. Only because of Great Khali's commentary, but I'll get to that in just a moment. So during this match, in the first thing, I was trying to imitate Drew McIntyre's accent, and I'm not great at it, but okay, I'm just gonna say Windows Live Movie Maker in a Scottish accent. I'll try to do it as best as I can. Alright, here we go. In character, Ginger King. Windows Live Movie Maker. See, I can't really do it good if I really focus. I just have to go with the flow. Like, come on, Kevin Nash. Yeah, see, there we go. I've dwelled. I can't do Scots. Change your feet. I can do that only because creatures really spoof that quite a bit. Let's see, Scottish. I'm Drew McIntyre. Like, I'm trying to do it, but I think I go into other accents, and I'm not sure. But I think I go into other accents. That's one of the accents I wish I could learn, and I wish I could learn other accents, like Bane from The Dark Knight, Oh, but not you. Like that whole thing. I wish I could learn that too. That was amazing. But let's get back on focus here. So last week during this match, Drew McIntyre came out, interrupted the match, distracted Sin Cara. Kevin Nash pegged him from behind in the back of the head, close fist punch, gave him the upper hand, gave him the win. This week, it seems that the sinister Scotsman Drew McIntyre is under the wing of Kevin Nash, which is a good thing in my opinion. It gives both of these guys something to do, both of these guys who I'm not interested in all, and suddenly I'm kind of now, a little bit interested. So, I'm happy with the way that this little thing is going. Now let's get straight to SmackDown here. Right, okay, so what's happened is the beginning of SmackDown is basically Team Hell No saying that I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble, that whole type of shtick and deal type of thing. And after, you get Big Show coming out saying it doesn't matter, I'm not in the Royal Rumble, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be world champion and no one will be able to beat me. It doesn't matter who wins the Rumble and headlines because they'll be facing me. So I don't know if that was kind of spoiling WrestleMania, that maybe the Rumble winner wouldn't be Cena, but I don't know. I'm still kind of leaning here on this. But look for that in the pay-per-view preview videos. So Big Show comes out, says that even though he's still slightly racist, he is actually doing good promo work. He's making sense, he's making good points, and he's being an asshole. And that's what you have to do. And the only reason, and I'm going to go back to this, because for the past week or so, he's been, maybe 2 weeks actually, he's been kind of an asshole towards Latinos. And I think they're doing this. I don't think it's Big Show's idea. I think they're doing this, they're writing this, because I really do not think that Big Show, I mean, he was so close with Eddie Guerrero and Chavo. I have no, he would not do this unless he was instructed to. So I think they're doing this because they need someone who can replace Rey Mysterio and who is healthy enough and famous enough. They tried with Sin Cara. And Sin Cara doesn't speak. There's no way to connect with Sin Cara. Sin Cara is injury prone. Del Rio, I think, has only been injured out once. Sin Cara has not been a world champion, and he doesn't seem to me like a world champion, whereas Alberto Del Rio does. So I think they're trying to build up a pop for Alberto Del Rio when he wins this Sunday at Royal Rumble. I think they're trying to make him the new Eddie Guerrero JBL mix, if that makes sense. And I'm liking it, but I don't know if you need to start racism just to get your point across. I think Del Rio will be able to do it, especially with Ricardo on his side. I think they would be able to do it on their own. These silly skits of throwing water on Big Show, having Big Show be racist, it just kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I don't want a funny, goofy Del Rio. I want the same cocky Del Rio who happens to be liked by the fans, and he likes being liked by the fans. That's what I want. I want same old Del Rio, just as a good guy now. I don't want funny, trying to be funny Del Rio. I like the wink. The wink is good. Just give me something simple with Del Rio. Ricardo will help him out quite a ways, and then when you want to turn him back to heel, have him go against Ricardo. Have him, just slowly turn and have him abuse Ricardo, and that's how you turn him again. But so it's not even really a big deal that he's a face right now. You can be able to turn him. So that opened up the show, and Del Rio came out when Team Rhodes Scholars and the Big Show were about to pummel on Team Hell No. Evened it up 3-3, and when you have 3 good guys and 3 bad guys in the ring, you know what's coming, a 6-man tag team match. But wait, Booker T adds a little food man love to the match, and he makes it an elimination match, and that was actually kind of amazing to me. I did like that, and the main event did go over rather well. Big Show making his point, a very good go-home Smackdown show of him knocking out both members of Team Hell No to the outside of the ring, and then he had to count to 10, because this Sunday it will be a last man standing match. Perfect, alliteration, when they preview, like it was in the Star Wars movies, where Anakin is standing, and then in his shadows, you can see the shape of Darth Vader. So, alliteration, I think that's what that's called. So that happened, and that was basically the main story of the night. And then you had the most important story of the night, for me at least, because this kind of cemented my choice for my prediction of this CM Punk Rock match at the Royal Rumble. And CM Punk came out, gave a promo, called out the Shield came out, and he told them, don't get involved in my match. I didn't ask for your help against Ryback, I didn't ask for your help against The Rock last Monday night on Raw. Don't interfere in the match. If you stand for justice, then don't interfere in my match, because it would be the most unjustified thing in the world for them to strip me of my title for over 420 some odd days. And I was like, okay, good promo, he doesn't come off as an asshole too bad. And then The Rock came out and he said cookie puss, and they edited it out and they made it candy ass instead. So, more obscenities and kind of silly things from The Rock, even though he was a bit more serious tonight on SmackDown. He was a bit more serious, and I kind of like that. But I don't know if it's just me, but I want the Rock that I remember. I don't want this Rock. I don't want the Rock that pats on his chest, looks at his arms, at the goosebumps. I don't want that Rock. I want the Rock who is comfortable being in the middle of the ring. Not the Rock who still gets goosebumps. I know you'll still get goosebumps every single time, but just be confident, Rock. Be the one, be the SmackDown hotel. I want you talking shit like that. That's what I want you to do. CM Punk is a promo artist. You are a catchphrase artist. Use your catchphrases, because you're not a promo artist. CM Punk will beat you every single time. Use the catchphrases. Use the things that got you here, Rock, against CM Punk. And it would make it so much better. So they faced off. Rock said it's over, and I'm even more hyped, and I will reveal my prediction on that video. So stay tuned for that. That'll probably hit around late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. And then a couple other things happened on SmackDown. Wade Barrett lost to Sheamus, not too surprising. He still looked good. Miz beat, who was it? Oh, he beat somebody. Darren Young with the figure 4 leg lock. And even though he more carefully put the figure 4 into position, he was still outshined by Antonio Cesaro this evening. Antonio Cesaro, his movements, the way he speaks, his very European attitude, it's just awesome. And he doesn't hate America, he just hates the people in America. He's like, America is a great country, we just need to replace its people. It's amazing, because he's not mad at America, he's mad at the people, so you can't get mad at him for hating America, because he doesn't hate America. It's such a great gimmick, and I'm so happy that it's happening. I might get cut off here. So I'm actually just going to stop talking for now. I'll continue this. And Chris Jericho promo incoming. Well, here we go again. Your undisputed champion, Chris Jericho. Again. Don't tell me to shut up. Once again. I am still your undisputed champion. I am the one with the microphone leading into the next pay-per-view. And once again, I've got full confidence that I'll be coming out of that pay-per-view as the champion. Because no matter what happens with Money in the Bank, a match that I created, or Dolph ZIggler, a kid still. Either way, whether they cash in on me that night, whether they cash in on me in a year, they won't be able to beat me. And Dolph ZIggler, he's spending too much time showing off instead of showing up. I highly doubt that he has the balls to come down here tonight and face me like a man. No, Dolph ZIggler doesn't play like that. Dolph ZIggler isn't in the same league as Chris Jericho. Dolph ZIggler isn't even in the same league as Edge, believe it or not. What I wouldn't have given to have Edge be my opponent once again. I would have berated him, got the opportunity to smash his face in with a code breaker, or I would have had him in the walls of Jericho, tapping like a child. Why am I on a ladder? Well, I did mention before that I was the innovator of the Money in the Bank match. I was in the first one ever. And although I haven't won that match, you cannot cash in on the creator of that match. It's absolutely ludicrous. I will never be caught off guard. I will never be in a vulnerable position. I am the undisputed champion. Cashing in on me would be worthless and a waste of your time. I'm in total agreement with HBK Shawn Michaels. I mean, we've had our troubles in the past, me making him be my manservant for a little while. I threw his face through a television set. But he was right about one thing. Right now, the 6 people that are in that match, they have nothing on me, or HBK, or John Cena. They have nothing on the 3 of us. We are the champions. And we're going to stay the champions for a very long time. So go ahead and order the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, but don't expect any surprises. Because in a month from now, when you see me holding my undisputed championship above my head, you'll still be there, at your house, in your home, at the community college watching this program, saying, I was wrong again. Jericho has outdone himself again. I am your undisputed champion, Chris Jericho. And no one, and I mean no one, is ever gonna beat me for this championship. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. A couple other things from Smackdown. Khali was on commentary, that was alright. And I think that was it. I don't really remember too much else about the show. Okay, well, I guess I could go over the end. Del Rio ended up being the last man against Cody Rhodes. And then he, let me see your face, and he wipes his face, and it's great, and I love that wake-up taunt from Del Rio. Kicks Cody Rhodes, doesn't get the pin. He gets the step up in Seguri, 1, 2, 3, gets the pin. Big Show attacks after the match, knockout punch right behind the announce table, and he finishes him on Friday Night Smackdown the same way that he lost his championship, by burying Alberto Del Rio under the announcer's table. It was a very good scene, and I have never seen this side of Big Show before. I've seen Angry Big Show, but this Big Show was intense. Very, very intense, angry Big Show. I've never seen him look like that. He counted to 10 in English. He counted to 10 in Spanish. He was frightening. I would have been frightened if I had seen him live. I'd be like, wow, he is in with his character. What a great job being done by the Big Show, by Alberto Del Rio, by the whole SmackDown crew. It was an okay show, besides a couple of matches that were kind of predictable and boring. I would say, the main events were really good, but the mid card was very, very bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, and that's it for the SmackDown review. Let's get into this match here. Now, this match is the brawl for them all. Edge versus Dolph Ziggler. You just heard Chris Jericho run a promo. It was about a 4-minute promo. I did not think I talked that long, but I did, so okay. But again, Chris Jericho and HBK are in agreement that it doesn't matter who wins the Money in the Bank, and it doesn't matter who's the number 1 contender, because at the end of the day, and at the end of the month, and at the end of the year, these guys are so in with thinking that they are going to still be the champions of their respective brands, and they're very, very overconfident. The Money in the Bank briefcase is a very coveted thing, and I think Chris Jericho, even being the innovator of the match, and I think he's underestimating it, to be totally honest. He's underestimating the power that it holds, and I still haven't decided who I'm going to cash it in on. One of the 3 champions, of course, at any time here before WrestleMania. I want to do it before WrestleMania because, of course, if WWE 14 comes out, I won't be able to, so I want to get that storyline going and get someone catapulted to fame and stardom. So it'll be mighty quick if whoever, but whoever is in the Money in the Bank, because remember, we do have next Friday night, and if any of those guys are in their matches, they have to win to keep their Money in the Bank spot. It's an innovative move by myself, the general manager, so I'm happy with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that Money in the Bank is going to be quite interesting. I'm very excited. I work the next 10 straight days, so it'll be from work to here working, and then I'll get maybe 2 hours to just eat, sleep, and relax, and watch some Netflix Supernatural or so. And so it's going to be a very stressful week. So I might not have time to redo things. Like this. This, for instance, is I'm kind of, fixing it. I don't have time to go back through the matches, and I can't because it auto-saves. So, it's going to be a very, very, very busy next upcoming week. 10 straight days of work. It really pisses me off and winds me up. And I apologize for any angry outbursts that might occur in any of the playthroughs the next coming days. Thank you for watching the video, and I have no clue how much longer it's going, probably about a minute or so. Thank you for watching this video. Go ahead, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Do what you got to do. And I am your YouTube champion. We will see you for Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw is shaping up to be a good one. I might have to change a bit of that, but yeah. Pay-per-view, and before Monday Night Raw, you're going to get the Royal Rumble predictions and previews. And then you're going to get a Royal Rumble review. That's where I review the Royal Rumble. And hopefully immediately after, I'll say my thoughts on it. So I'm very excited to see how many I get right. I am undefeated. I went 1-0 over TLC. And we're hoping to go 2-0 over Royal Rumble. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am your YouTube champion, Derek D. Ginger King. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned, and we will see you guys later.